Hi guys, welcome to our review videocast. I'm Philippe Lewicki, the captain of AfterNow, and today we're gonna talk about remote assist from Microsoft. So we're gonna do a full review. We're going in detail about the product and what it is, what it is used for, and we're gonna try it. And as we're trying it, we're gonna play around with the features. So remote assistance is a very famous and probably the most effective use case that we have in augmented reality today. And it's used by a lot of industries. It's widely implemented and I would say deployed as a solution for augmented reality, which is one of the few. And the remote assist we're going to talk about is using the HoloLens. We have the HoloLens 1, so we're going to do the demo on the HoloLens 1. The remote assist will support HoloLens 2 when HoloLens 2 are come out. So what is the use case and how it works? Basically, the concept is simple. You have a technician that's not an expert but is good at what he knows how to do on the field, and he stumbled into a problem that's beyond his level of skills, competency, or knowledge. At that point, it's unpractical to flew someone over to try to fix the problem, but that's what we had to do before, or get someone on the phone and try to figure out how things works. So what augmented reality brings to that solution is letting the expert that's remote see through the eyes of the technicians and being able to indicate in real space to the technicians the steps and instructions and pointing him to the proper document material on how to fix the problem and to solve it or troubleshoot it. So this is the use case. It's used in, we have a use case, a well-known use case at Microsoft with ThyssenKrupp has been using that to fix elevators. Boeing and a lot of aviation and transportation companies have been using it and experimenting it for years, trying to figure out how to fix really complex like jet engines. Every industry that has a very complex system for a product, that are complex and require a lot of knowledge and experience, are prime for this remote assist software. So it's also used today in car maintenance. There's a few use cases coming out and being tested for fixing like the Porsches, for example, where we'd use the glasses to be able to remote assist car mechanics into fixing the cars when there is a complex problem. So that's about remote assistance use case and how widely it's used in the industry. In terms of the various products today on the market, you have a number of them. And today we're reviewing the one from Microsoft, and in subsequent review we'll review the other ones that are currently, we think, are working well and viable. So, HoloLens 1, and the headset is a see-through display. You can put it on your head like a little helmet, and from there you have a stereo glasses and being able to see in the real world. And there's a center camera here. That's what the remote assistance user will be able to see. So you need a HoloLens for that to work, but also, very important, you need a Microsoft account. So you need not only a standard Microsoft account, you need a company account or a school account. So you need to set that up at Microsoft on their various portal. You need a 365 license for all the users because you need to use it through Teams, Microsoft Teams. That's the other component of software that's required for it. And also then you need a license to Dynamic 365 Remote Assist. All that, to be honest, from scratch took me more than 2 days to set up. And even at one point I was stuck. I had to call support to get unlocked because I had some confusion in my accounts. And so this is not trivial. Take the time if you need that to be set up and to make it work for your accounts. When you're all set up and the employees that need to use Remote Assist have their license set up, then it works smoothly. But until then, it takes a little bit of time and patience to get it set up. For sure, it's an enterprise. It's not for small businesses. The price starts at $65 per user per month. And I don't know if there's discount volume, but that's the price. So just for us to do this demo, we're gonna pay $130. So you need to have a use case that you can use practically for this, because if you took out a yearly license, if you have 10 people, that's a significant license cost for remote assistance. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the headset and we'll go through it. And before, I would like you guys to see the promo video from Microsoft. So that's gonna play here in a second. And just after the video, we're gonna jump into getting this thing working, and we'll have our intern Anna to be our technician in the field, and I'll be directing from here on my computer. Okay.
What if there was a way for employees to work together from anywhere when everything is on the line? Employees are the heart of every business. It's their resourcefulness, ingenuity, and drive that get the job done. But even the best employees need help from people who aren't there with them. Now employees on site can work side by side with experts in remote locations. In an instant, they can share what they see, lend a helping hand, walk through the process step by step, helping solve problems in real time. This is a new vision for work. Now employees can work smarter and bring in the people they need with just a tap. They can troubleshoot, repair, and perform with confidence and speed. They can move freely, pull critical information into view, and stay focused on the task. Their hands free to do the work. This is collaborative problem solving at full speed. Your people, united across time and distance, more connected, more informed, and more efficient. Now employees can work together from anywhere. They can go there without being there. This isn't the future. This is here and now.
Okay guys, so we have a new use case here, and Anna is calling me, and you're going to see everything in that screen, and it's going to be a real-time demonstration of how that remote assist is working. So we're going to test all the features and go around them and validate their usefulness. So she's right now the use case. Anna is our new intern, and she's going to the coffee machine. And I think we lost her, or did we? Everything broke right now. Anna, can you hear me?
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
I can hear you.
Now she's in front of the coffee machine.
What do I start?
So before that, let me make a few comments. You can see that you get a cup first. We can see that we're looking through a camera that's attached on Anna's head. It's very jittery, it moves all over, so it's not always very easy to figure out what's happening. So Anna, can you move myself on the right so I can look at the screen and give you some instructions? So you're gonna get this. Okay, so this time, okay, for disclosure, this is our second take. So this time it's gonna be a coffee for me because she already got our chocolate. You're gonna click on. So yeah, you're gonna click on this one. Perfect. And now you're gonna click on. Let me check what I want. I cannot read. Wait a second. Can you look until it's increase the quality of the streaming? House blend. That's what I want. Oh, you
House
timed
blend?
out. Yeah, house blend. Okay, go down, look at this, and I'll make it medium. And no
Strong?
milk, just strong. Okay, so I didn't have to point anything in there. That was pretty easy. What I want to show there, because there's a feature really cool in there. So you have those little pointer, that little arrow that just put in there. There's also additional really cool stuff. And one of them is that it has a sense of spatial understanding. Can you look at the table for me? Okay, so she's looking at the table and I'm going to put a marker on that table. Put one here and one over there. And what's magical with this, can you move around to the more...
I can't see them.
You can see them yet?
No. Just go.
Can you see them now?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. We see them. Oh no, now they're gone.
Je te vois pas non plus. Mais alors si.
I think there's a connectivity issue. So that's so interesting, real-time test and real-life experience. So we're gonna go and try again.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, now it appears. So there was a lag. That was very interesting. So the marker took a while for it to see. It's probably related to this quality video. We're probably connected to the wrong Wi-Fi stream. I've put another one close to the sink. Can you see it?
Yes.
Awesome. So now that you're at the sinks, look at the coffee machine. I'm gonna point to you something. So you see here, don't move too much. Wait until our friend is passing by. Okay, here it is. Can you grab this bottle of milk for me? And put a little bit in the... Exactly. Put a little bit into the coffee. That's to show the power of it, of remote assistance. And the fact that I could put elements in the real world from here as a remote on my space, that's mean that the spatial understanding of the HoloLens transferred back to me, and this is really cool. It's a feature that was not working really well in the previous iteration of that software, and it's working really well now. So I think this is a great enhancement. So you can put annotations, you can put little drawings, and we'll get more into and change the colors and those and take screenshots, and we'll go over those features on another use case that's probably more important and more related to what and how people are going to really use that software. Okay, now we're going to go into another use case, and actually Anna is already calling me on that use case. I'm going to move here so you guys can see the recording. So I'm going to make it a video call, and you can see I got my coffee now, and actually, so Anna, where are you?
Next in the electronics panel. Not sure what everything means.
Okay, so Anna is in this room with a lot of like big buttons and elements and counters and things like this. This is not our specialty, so we're going to go over that and explain. So can you point to me something you don't know what it is? And create a little drawing about it.
What's this?
That's important. Let me circle it on. We'll get to that after. First, that's a very important button. Let's go turn around. And now the panel is still open. Yeah, that's stick too. So open. And go on the left, I think there's another one. Yeah. And open that panel.
Where?
Let me show you where you can open the panel. In this, look at the panel. Okay. Here. You slide that to the right. Okay, so now in that panel, that's a pretty complex panel. So let me pull up some schematic and share them with you, okay?
Okay.
So here I have a little bit of drawing. Can you see that? So wait a second. I need to restart the recording here. Okay. So you see the schematics?
Yeah.
So you can see them on your screen, and I guess people can see them here too, if it works. Yes. And here I'm gonna switch to next page. Can you see the second page?
Yes.
And I have this page also. I think this one is more relevant to what you're looking at.
Oh yeah.
So if you look at it on the panel and compare it with the panel, so now you know exactly what you need to do, huh?
Definitely.
Okay.
I need to press that.
No, not that one. No, stop, no. Okay, guys. Now that the power is back on, we're gonna go over all the features that we have in the software. I'll go first on my side, and then I will go on her side of the feature that she sees and she can use from within the HoloLens. So here, as you can see, from my side, I have the team application, and on that team application I have a number of little buttons on the top up there. So the little pointer here, I'm gonna start, I select it and I can select then the color. I have about 5 colors to choose from, so let me pick some yellow for example. I'm gonna point onto this hologate gun here, like this one, and I point, and when I keep the button pressed, I can actually turn the arrow in one or two directions. And when I'm done, you see that it stopped. When I start doing modification on the space where Anna is, it stopped the motion. So you can see on bottom the camera you can see on the bottom the camera from what we see from Anna, but mine is currently stopped. And when I press stop editing, I go back to the regular motion, and I can see where my arrows were. Even before I stop the editing, Anna can already see the arrows. So the arrows are transferred in real time. As we've seen before on the first use case, those arrows take a long time to sometimes transfer if the Wi-Fi is not really good. So they can not appear in real time if the data connection is pretty low. So I can display those arrows and I can display them on the real world. I'm going to annotate this little device here. And I can see how far is it from the reality. The spatial listening here might have been messed up. Oh, I drew it on the floor.
Not necessarily, but it's in the middle of that.
So here there was a really good indication that I was drawing it on the wrong space, is that I had you see the arrows are the exact space though, they're properly pointed to the right space. The line on the drawing was really thin, so it made me feel it was far away, and I had a sense I was drawing on the wrong space versus when I draw something closer. Can you look at the panel with the screen? I'm going to draw on that one. Anna, can you hear me? Thank you.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to draw on that one. I think that's going to work. Now let's do this. I'm drawing here. Question, Anna, are you recording?
I should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, yeah, you can see my my drawing here, and this time it's on. I can see the thickness; it's thicker, so it makes me feel it's closer. And when you look at it, it's exactly where it's supposed to be in the space and in the real world. So this is really cool. I want to point that out again, a second time here. Then I can share files, and those will be files from my drive, my computer that I can upload directly, or if I have files on OneDrive, I can point them and upload them from here. And here's one file I'm going to send to Anna. Share. So now I've shared that file, and it's going to load on Anna's screen. but you're going to be able to see it. I have additional features, and like the one I used when I was in the electrical panel, I can share any of my screens from my computer, and they will appear in Anna's space. Anna, you have to start the recording again. Going over the 5-minute limits on the recordings in HoloLens. Okay, so here's Anna. Now can see the picture I just shared with her, and it appears on that side. So between sharing your desktop in real time and as well as sharing documents, you can provide support document, you could provide additional information or instructions to the remote technicians or the remote user of that application. Next, there's a little chat. So from my side, I can just type in the chat, and at that point it will transfer the information. You can see like the document I shared with Anna, they appear here, and what is this? Sorry about this. Okay, here we go, and I can type a little message, and then it appears on the side of my Windows on this section. I can invite, additionally, I can invite more people, and you can see that Anna is going to send a reply either through the keyboard or using the voice.
Hello. Did it work? Hello. Hello. Or not. See, I can also do that. Okay.
I think there was a delay for the dictation to turn on, but when it turned on, it worked pretty well. So probably, I don't know where there's a visual indicator for wait for that, but you can see there's a delay on the visual indication. So I think that's all on my side. That's important. The additional last thing is I can add more people to the group, and if I want, we want be more to join the party. Then I can click on the little trash button here, and I think if I click on it, actually I'm going to do it. Can you look around? Yeah, I deleted all the element that I created in that space. So that's all on my side. Anna, can you go over yours and what you have on your side?
Yeah, I want to make sure it's still recording. Yeah, okay. So, I can also put some arrows in places. Just like pin them right here. Oh, well, that one's pretty far. You can see it's all over there. I can also use the pen. Let's see if it works this time. Just supposed to pin down and then you just. Yeah, that works. I can obviously send messages, and I can also, you can pin the screen or unpin it, and you can move it around. If it's unpinned, it'll just follow me. Pretty much where I turn my head, it'll go. And if I walk towards it, it'll stay back. And I think that's kind of it.
What's the crossbow like? There's like those little crosses on the left of the color picker.
This one?
No, on the left. Actually, let me. That's why you have another arrow to point.
Yeah, that's to move it.
Oh, that's to move it. Okay.
Yeah, I take it and then I can just move.
Got it. Can you? So I see there's the drive button. You want to look at it. So that's similar to the sharing I just did. The remote assist in the HoloLens has access to the Google Drive, so she has access to the file that she's took and the picture that is selected. Do you have an undo button? Is it an undo button on the right?
Yes, it's an undo button.
Okay. And then similarly to mine, you have a trash button.
Yeah, I can also delete everything.
So what are the button at the button at the bottom as well?
I can open the chat with you, or I can also add other people if I want.
Got it. Oh, where did you go? Oh, here am I.
It's
Cool.
unpinned, so.
So I think that's all we went over. All the features are in the software on both sides of the system. And what we'll do now is we're going to do a little conclusion on that in a second. So to conclude, this So remote assist is simple, fairly well featured. It feels a little bit like Skype, for example, when in Hangout and interactions and the buttons, like the Skype version that it was on the HoloLens one early on. It covers a really good use case, and the simplicity of what you can do is actually effective. The fact that the spatial understanding on the remote user works, as well as on the inspector or as well the user that's on site with the HoloLens. This is very valuable, I think, and makes the experience really work as it should be. I think overall it's a good product. The only negative remark I would have is how cumbersome it is to access the software. The fact that you need an enterprise account or business account, and you have to go all those hoops and set up in the backends of Microsoft just to turn on the app. It's not just like you install the app from the App Store and you turn it on and it works. You have to go to the full setup for that. So that would be probably the biggest negative point I would say on this, is the cumbersomeness of the administrative part of getting started with the remote assist. So in terms of implementing it, deploying it, and training, also you probably want to staff for that. We're really experienced with the HoloLens. Most people will take time to use, understand how to wear them. So there's probably a learning curve for the staff to get it working. But overall, based on the knowledge of the device, I think it's a round product, simple enough, feature enough to get started. The price, I don't know its value. We're going to check on other reviews what the price of the competition is. But so far, it feels a really good use case. It can save companies a lot of money by not flying experts and not having to train everyone up to the level they need to be for some task that can be done remotely by a remote assistant. And I think that's all for today. I thank you for watching this review, and feel free and make sure to subscribe to all our future reviews. We're going to have more to come, and we're excited to share those things with you. Thanks. Bye, guys.